And welcome back on the Decoder channels, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this special stream with Sam from TombStoned. What's up? What's up, bro? How you doing?
Doing great. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Oh, wait, is that a delay? Well, I can change. Oh, yeah. Wait.
All
Uh,
good. Did I already mess
yes.
something up? Oh no.
No. Okay, it's working. It's okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Let's go. So yeah, bro, welcome back. What's up, Dupix, GM? Good evening, wherever you are. I don't know if you are in Dubai, under the flood when there is a lot of liquidity, but GM Dupix. Did you
GM,
know
GM.
you're not in Dubai right now, right?
I'm not. I
Yeah.
hope he's not either. That was wild. Too much liquidity. Too much.
Like what the fuck? But you went recently to NFT NYC, right?
I did. I
Yeah.
was looking for you out there, man.
I can't. I'm locked in the studio, man. I have to make some views.
Absolutely. Locked in. I love that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So how have you been, man?
Doing well. Yeah, I mean, like you said, just was out in NYC, did some stuff for TombStoned. I think before that we were out in Miami for Art Basel, and I think
Nice.
again in December we're looking to do the same thing. So yeah, just keeping my head down and grinding through the bear market with Tombstone, of course, and branching out, doing some stuff with Tomb Labs, which is like our developer services side of things, and then ultimately getting out to Sapphire and putting out like a full scale product that I'm about to show today that I'm really excited about.
And it's awesome because like you're mixing up like the best industry in the world right now, Web3 and AI. That's a $1 trillion product that you have built, bro.
I appreciate it. Like, it's pretty cool to, like you said, bring these two different industries together and put them in a platform that kind of aggregates the different engines, but also allows you to do a lot of different things with the blockchain too. We'll get into that in a little bit during the demo, but yeah, of course, I know we were talking like different chains kind of prior to the stream, but we're also looking to like branch out into other chains too. But yeah, more on that later too.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's go. That's what's up. Okay, so what Sapphire is all about? What was like? What's the pain point that you want to solve? Tell me everything, man.
Sure. So Sapphire is an AI art generator that aggregates three different engines: DALL-E 3, Leonardo, and Stability, and allows basically anybody to go in, type in text. You can even hit a microphone button, talk to it, and then it takes those words and compiles it into like an AI image. Um, so what we want to do is just empower different creators, allow anybody to become these artists and sell their work on the blockchain, as well as help people out with like their content creation. I use it personally for Tombstone, and I know a lot of other people use it for, their everyday GMs or their other content posts, whatever it may be. I think it's kind of endless. And that's sort of like the ethos behind it, right? Is we want to create these endless possibilities and allow people to store their work on the blockchain too.
That's dope. Okay, so it's an interface, like for example, again, like DALL-E, which is like a OpenAI yeah, AI models to generate images, and the twist is like you added like Web3 payment on top of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We basically added our own credit system. So the way that like Dolly or Midjourney or all these other systems work is you have to subscribe to it with your credit card, and most of the time you don't really get like that great of a front end. For example, Midjourney is just strictly in Discord. You have to type
Yeah,
in
it's shit,
commands.
man.
It's pretty shit. Like
Yeah.
it has great images, but it's pretty shit.
Yeah.
And then of course you can like pay extra to get all these cool other features. Um, but of course, we wanted to add Web3 into it. So you can pay with Solana, USDC. We even have a different swap mechanic. So you can swap like your meme coins, for example, like Bonk, Pepe,
That's
whatever
dope.
is available at the time, over to these credits. And then these credits are used to make calls to those generators, which generate these images.
Nice. And do you have like yeah? So that's part of your business model, right? Like so you pay all of the API on your side, and the user pay with their Web3 tokens, and then you get like the difference, right?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, we pay up front, and then the user pays us after.
That makes sense. From Dupix, can I use my joints?
That's such a good question. We get that a lot, and the answer is yes, but not yet. In the new version, not quite the one that I'm about to show you.
Okay,
We are going to integrate locked staking for the skeletons, and then if you're locked staked, you're going to be able to swap, like I was just talking about, to those credits with joints.
nice. Okay, so you know what? We should do the demo now.
Sure.
Maybe okay. What we can do is like I can show my own Chat GPT setup, and then we can compare it with Sapphire and see how that your solution is way better.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the one I set up to generate the thumbnail of this of the show. Tac. So what I do. Okay, so shit, you can't see it anymore on the column. So I have all of my assistant on ChatGPT. So basically, my whole life is there.
Oh yeah.
I, I have pre-prompt, like say, even to play blackjack. But I have my thumbnail assistant, coding, spelling assistant, YouTube SEO, prompt assistant. So it's an assistant to get better prompt. And a podcast assistant, I want to do that to ask better questions for podcast if I don't have anybody. But like I have great ideas for this one, so I don't need this assistant at all. Uh, and the way it works for everyone that doesn't know Chat GPT, you can prepare the you can pre-prompt the your Chat GPT with some like instruction that are like be used between all of the chat. So, for example, in this one, I want a YouTube thumbnail, and the size requirement will always be to be wide, and that's the format like see 7092. It's the format that will be wide, and then I can use in Photoshop to have like the thumbnail size. So when I do that, once everything is set up, what did I do for this for the show, for the thumbnail for Sapphire is pretty simple. Yes. Okay. Come on. Okay. Cool. So what I did was like I took your PFP and I asked ChatGPT to describe the image. It told me that yeah, this content may violate usage policies. I tell him yeah, fuck off, do it anyway. So that was the first version. I changed a little bit, and then yeah, make it more dynamic, exciting, and more contrast colors. That was one version, and make it funnier. Return only the seed ID. Maybe you have that. I don't know if you have that option. The seed ID and the ID image. Make it more serious, and boom, this is the image. I love it. It's cool. I love that. That the final result. But now that this is my current workflow, can you show me like what we can do with Sapphire?
Absolutely. No, this is really cool though. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love using ChatGPT and Midjourney, and I mean this is the exact same generator that we're using here. So the one difference is that we can't like reprompt the same image, like you said, like make it
Oh,
more human. Like we
okay.
can't do that yet. We're still working on that, but yeah, like that's such a great feature too. Like you can just like
Mhm.
develop an image. Right now, you kind of just have to like keep regenerating these images, but sort
Mhm.
of the same thing. Like you're still making those calls to, generate those images.
Okay, that's cool.
So
And,
yeah, more than happy to show Sapphire.
yes, just there is one more feature that I think ChatGPT added that like recently. Now you can ask to
Oh yeah.
yeah, like the to change just one part of the image. That shit is fucking powerful, bro.
I've seen some other ones too that you can upload images and then like basically do the same thing, highlight it, and then it'll make the image move. So like
Holy shit.
backgrounds or like an image of like yourself or the skeleton, maybe the sapphire is like spinning. You can basically like highlight it and describe what exactly you want it to do.
Jesus. That's cool.
Yeah, AI is moving pretty quick, and I'm excited to get some of these tools up and running. That way we can kind of focus on
Yeah.
some of those bigger developments too. But yeah,
Um,
this is Sapphire. I'm just gonna kind of walk through the login screen so everybody knows what is going on and how to get in. but you would just type in your email, and then I'm not going to show my email.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you just get into the explore page. This is all new. We just kind of updated it. You've got your engines up here, and then
Nice.
your way to buy sapphires. I'll show that in a sec. We've also got some featured creators. You can just go to their, their previous creations and see some bios about them. And then we have some popular generations as well, just that everybody's kind of liked over time. And then down here you have everybody's, public generation. So if they
Okay.
decide to, they can just kind of show them publicly and let everybody kind of do what I'm doing and click through, see their prompt.
The
And
prompt is
then,
cool. Like having the historic like prompt, that's really helpful. On Midjourney, they do that too, right? Where you, no, yeah, in the gallery, I think there is like the prompt history, and yeah, you can
yes.
copy paste it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So same sort of thing. Like you can kind of just go through and copy the prompt. The cool thing is here is we can
Nice.
set it to be like a tip. So if I wanted to, I could actually like tip the creator 1 soul. I'm not
Nice.
going to do that. That's pretty crazy. Or I can set it to sapphires. So if I have sapphires like saved up, I can go ahead and just like tip 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, didn't work at the moment, but that's okay. We're in a development, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, another thing is like you can go through and mint.
Okay, so I can. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, you can even mint like the image of someone else.
If they make it mintable. So yes,
Okay,
if they wanted to. So I think I went ahead and made this generation mintable. So that's why, it can get a tip, or you can go ahead and mint it for just like the basic Solana fees, literally 0.002 SOL. And then, if the transaction lands, that'll go ahead and just go into your wallet.
nice.
Yeah, pretty cool feature.
That's pretty cool.
This
Okay,
is
so basically you can generate like one. Can you generate a whole collection?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Let me go to just like one of my examples. Here's the one that is mintable.
That's dope.
So if I wanted to, right here it is the collection NFT. So this would mean that it's like the start of the NFT collection. And then everything else that I like save under this NFT specifically will be in that collection and will show up like in these little boxes.
Nice. That's dope. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so the mint probably failed, no problem. But here's one that I did earlier just to test out. And yeah, it'll just save in and it'll show who it was generated by, give some metadata that the user decides to add in there. And then if they want, they can just add in like New York Statue of Liberty, give it a symbol, type a little description. And then here's where it gets cool. You can set your royalties, 100% royalties, 0%, 1%. You can also make it mutable. So later on, we'll have like an edit generation
nice
kind of like platform or like interface where you can go in and like edit some of the things, sort of like how you were just doing, and like highlight and select and change that part of it, or zoom out and generate things like that. So once that gets added in, this button will have a pretty cool function as well. And then on top of it, there we go, minting failed.
Yeah,
no problem.
Thank you, network.
You can also select what kind of NFT type that you want to mint into. So the standard NFT, which isn't royalty enforced, just like the old standard. The new one, which is the PNFT, royalty enforced Metaplex standard. And then the CNFT, which is just a really cheap, way to do like collectibles or like airdrops, sort of like how Drip House does it with the CNFTs.
Okay, so I could use that for to send to everyone on Sol, every fucking wallet on Solana, the thumbnail when we go live.
Exactly. We sort of used it for like collectibles. So for Miami Art Basel, we did like a TombStoned guy dunking a basketball, and then I think for New York, I used this image specifically. And we're just able to like send them out to people, or it has a lot of different use cases for people like us. We can really like make these 5,000 collections or 200,000 collections of CNFTs and send them to everybody. It's great.
That's cool. And like, Can you choose the kind of model that you want to generate your image with?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question. So here, actually, I'll just go back to Explore. Here are the different engines. We have DALL-E 3, Leonardo, and Stability. I'll just start with Stability. It's pretty simple. Hopefully I have a quick little image that I can... Actually, you know what? I'll just select my NFT. Wow, look at all these nice airdrops that I have.
Jesus.
Cool. So this is Stability, and this is like the image-to-image generator. And then you just kind of type in, what you want to see. Let me just do like a cartoon skeleton holding a sapphire to see what it spits out. And then down here we have like a little settings accordion. Obviously I can like make the generation, whatever it spits out, immediately public, or I can just wait and hold off and do it later. The diffusion steps is like render steps, right? Like if you want it to be more high quality, you're going to want to have like a 40 or 50 setting. Same thing with like CFG scale. I think these things might pop up. There we go. So this is going to determine like how closely the image is going to get to the prompt. And,
What do you mean?
I usually do a little bit higher.
Like what's the SFG scale?
Yeah, so that's going to tell you or tell the engine to get closer to the text that I just typed in, or like kind of stay further away from it.
Okay.
And then kind of like the opposite of that, here's the initial image strength, so it'll kind of weigh toward the initial image or veer further away. So I usually like to have these somewhere balanced, but just to get kind of crazy, I might lower this one just to see kind of what it spits out in the demo.
Okay. It's like the same variable on Midjourney that have the -s or something.
Sort of, yes.
Yeah.
So like some of those settings that you kind of put after your prompts,
yes.
If you were to like put those into a front end, this is sort of what it would be.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yes.
Nice.
Go ahead and click generate.
Yes. And
these usually take like somewhere to 10, 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's okay. From Dupix, so is it possible to launch an NFT collection that is fully AI generated, or would that be a problem? Because somebody could generate the same artwork using the same prompt, I assume.
You could use the same prompt using the same artwork, but essentially what the cool thing is about AI is it's not all going to come out the same.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to be different. So yeah, you could go ahead and like mint your buddy's collection or like the same sort of collection. But sorry, this was the generation that came out. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah. That's dope.
But yeah, you could launch like your own collection once we get the collection management part of things out. Absolutely.
Because what do you need? You need like the trait values. How do that work? How do you plan to do that?
It's pretty tricky. It probably won't be like a generative. I know that's like a weird term. So like generative meaning like layers on top of layers, and then like you kind of like mix those up with hash lips. This would be like more of like one of one images.
Yeah, okay.
But you could do thousands of different images in the same collection, or like all the same collection of one specific image.
That's cool. And if you can batch it, like if you can generate like 1,000 image with one prompt, and then you trash like the one you don't want, and then you generate again. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, things like that would take a pretty long time just because the engines would need to keep up with 1,000 different images. And right now we're kind of just keeping it small. But ideally, that's where we kind of want to like aim for, is allow people to just like go ahead and type a couple words in. They get like 1,000 different images over like the course of like 30 minutes or an hour maybe, and can kind of comb through those to pick out, hey, I want this one, not this one. And, hey, let's make a collection.
That's pretty cool, man. It would need to use the same seed, right? To keep like the constant of the collection.
Yes, it would. You kind of need to like really prompt out what you want specifically. Otherwise, it'll get kind of crazy and you've seen it. the more
Yeah.
you click generate, it's just going to get more and further off.
Oh, okay. That's good luck to build that, bro. Like that's gonna be tricky as fuck. It's gonna be a lot of fine tuning.
It is, yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you're like building your own model. That's sort of like what this is too. So nice little segue. You were asking about models, and this is Leonardo. It's a generator that
Mm-hmm.
you can select different models, and then if you click on this
Holy
little
shit.
down button, you've got the Diffusion XL, you've got RPG, 3D animation style. I know down here is like pixel art. Um, I think this is crystal deposits,
Jesus.
so we can go ahead and click that. Um, yeah, so again, just kind of like use these settings, interface steps. Again, just like rendering, guidance scale. How much does it go to the prompt? There's no input image here. You just type in text. So I'll just type in like blue sapphire testing on a computer. See what spits out.
That's where prompting a prompt engineer makes sense.
Absolutely. And to kind of like piggyback off that point is so these are like very basic prompts. I'm just
Yeah.
testing, but you can use this like little prompt module. And if you just like click one or a couple or all of them, let's do them all,
Jesus.
and then
And
it'll just go ahead and fill this in, and
you are
you're good
able
to go.
to harmonize models and prompt between like the prompt to one model to another because
That's
sometimes there
a
is yeah.
that's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe. I don't know too much about
Yeah.
making your own models, but in theory, yeah, you could probably just like tell two different models to learn the same thing, or come together from the same information. Maybe, I don't know.
That's dope.
That's a tricky one. But yeah, sort of the same thing. It just spits out a cool image, and then you can scroll down, and of course, it's going to take a second to load. Cool thing about the images and why they do take a second to load is we use decentralized storage. So that again is on the blockchain too. So all the images we have no access to. It's all stored separately.
Okay.
But I can go and download the image,
Yeah.
and it will pop up.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay. So that's clean.
Yeah, pretty clean,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm gonna use Sapphire to make a new Steam profile. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely, go for it. I use it for basically
everything.
everything. Like I'll go
Yeah.
through my generations now. Earlier I saw like a tweet about the sphere in Magic Eden, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a skull as the sphere, and this is I ended up putting a whole bunch of stuff as the prompt, but this was the output. A couple of other things like the NYC stuff that I was doing.
That's clean.
What else? Of course, just like some Sapphire pixel art that I was working on.
Nice.
You can really use it for anything and
Oh
everything
yeah,
that you want,
100%.
like
And
PFPs, cool stuff like that.
how do you perceive like the feedback from people when they see like AI art generated?
That's like it's a tough one because a lot of people are sort of
Shit.
against it, but most people are seeing it now as like a tool
Yeah.
to, for example, like let's say I'm totally stuck and I'm an artist and I'm sitting in front of my easel or my desk. I have no idea what to draw. I can just type in a couple of words or maybe copy somebody's prompt and go ahead and click generate. And then within 30 seconds, maybe I have this entire new idea of what I want to make or, draw or work on. It's kind of endless. And like I
Hmm.
said, it's a tool. I use it personally as a
Yeah.
tool. I'll take these generations, I'll plop them into Photoshop, tweak them up a little bit, remove the backgrounds, do all that kind of fun stuff. So it really doesn't take away from the artistic ability. It really kind of adds to it, I
Yeah.
like to think.
No, 100%. Like people who wants to create will create AI or not AI anyway. Like because it's in their DNA, right? Like it will be different if you want to pursue a career like just to make money and then not using the tool because it take off your job. But if you really want to do what you want to do, you're gonna just fucking do it and use AI to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, like everything that you're using it for decoders, and you
Yeah.
kind of like built your like life around it.
Except,
You're
yeah,
using it like a tool, and people are like, oh, it's going to take my job. It's like, well, you better learn
Fuck
it
that.
now,
Yeah,
rather than like later on and ignoring it and being like, oh, well, I don't like it, so I'm not going to learn it. I
yeah,
think people
this
should learn it
is
now and learn
yeah,
how to, use it, even if it's just generating a couple images or typing into Chat
exactly.
GPT.
Yeah,
Duplex asked, who is your biggest competitor and what makes you stand out? I wouldn't say there's any real competitors for a full platform like this. We're aggregating 3 different major engines, and that's kind of what makes us stand out. We're bringing these 3 powerful engines together and allowing people to use them on a Web3 basis rather than like subscribing to all these different things and going to these different websites. It's all here. It's all Web3. And yeah, that's how we're going to,
yeah,
take on this industry.
bro.
Good question, though.
This PFP is mad.
Yeah, this one came out so sick.
This is sick, man.
Oh, I gotta save that.
Like it would take like hundred of hours to draw that shit.
Yeah, and see what I mean? Like, you don't have to spend all this time like concepting or
Yeah,
really like thinking things out. You can be like, okay, that's kind of how I want it to look. I'm gonna go and just draw something very similar, and then
yeah,
maybe halfway through, you kind of have your direction kind of laid out for you.
yeah. Can you go crazy and generate like a variation of this one to see if where how far I can go?
Yeah. I'll just keep clicking generate and see what happens.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
this
So
one
like I
is
said earlier, is like, well, you'll be able to go in through like edit generation or edit NFT and
nice.
kind of select things, change things up, remove the background later on. But for now, it's just the simple images, and you'll have to kind of regenerate again. But it's kind of fun and addictive.
Yeah, it's oh shit. That's another style. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, not as tight. I like the like cyborg a little bit better.
Yeah, I know exactly.
That
Like this
was
one was
crazy.
sick.
Give me
And you can
something.
see,
Give me something.
you can see the trait and stuff. Like yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if we really wanted to and like wanted to put metadata into it, we could be like, skeleton with white bones, dark cloak, all that stuff.
Yeah. And can you format like the image output to a wild?
Yeah. So if I want it, I think I have it even set in here now. Let me just double check. Yeah, I usually just do black and white. Then I'll just type in black, white. And like most of those will come out black and white. I think I did it down here too, where I was telling it like specifically, black and white things. For example, down here, I was telling it like Stoic Greek sculpture with marble, and that's kind of like what it was spitting out.
That's dope. Oh, is it six fingers?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, no, okay, we're good.
Almost.
But the anatomy was weird, right?
Yeah,
Because the
it did.
stump was a bit low. That's okay. That's even another style. We went far from the first image.
Definitely. I changed it up a little bit. I deleted. I put stream host.
The biggest competition. Yes, that's interesting. Would it be possible to merge multiple models at once to generate a single piece of art? Good luck with that, bro.
Yeah, I think that I did try to touch on that before, but yeah, it's going to be really tricky. It's a little bit beyond my knowledge for some of the model training.
Because, like, you would generate like no, I don't see how it would be possible.
You could run one model and then have the other one, run off the output of the other. I guess that could work.
Are you using like stable diffusion to hide the noise from one image generated? Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tricky part, and then you can get into like some of the different tools and stuff to like automatically remove it and upscale and do all that stuff. So yeah, you could.
Which model is your favorite?
I personally like DALL-E 3. I like it because sort of like how you use it, I can tell it to do different things, but we also use it here. So, I mean, I have almost 2,000 generations in DALL-E 3. I just like what it outputs, whether it be a style like this or something similar to this.
DALL-E 2 was shit, man.
Oh,
Like,
that was horrible. We
oh my
used it, and it was
god.
our worst generator. And now they really stepped it up.
Yeah, yeah. And
We
Sora
were
is
great with it.
mad. Uh,
What is
I
Matt?
mean, Sora, like the
Sora.
video.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The is it the video one?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool, man.
It's I can't wait. And I don't know if you saw like the this week they Adobe Premiere like pushed a video about
Yes,
integrating those models into the software.
I did.
And
I did. Isn't that because didn't somebody get caught? I think it was like was it no, it wasn't Premiere. Somebody got caught not using their own models. I don't know. It was pretty funny.
really, yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
bullshit. Yeah. Um, so in terms of models, what are the difference between them, and are the better some better for certain types of art than others?
Yeah, that's a good question. The simple answer is yeah. The different models like Dolly 3, Leonardo, Stability can be used for different things. Right now, we use Stability for image to image generation, and then the other two for text to image. I personally, like I was telling Vince, I like Dolly 3 a little bit more. It's a little bit more powerful, but with Leonardo, like I was showing in some of the model settings, is you can kind of select what you want specifically and kind of like hone down the style
Yeah.
or the output that you really want to put out. So in that sense, like that's how they're different, and that's kind of like the different approaches that you can take to it. But with Dolly 3, you can kind of like pre-train it and tell it like, hey, take a look
Yes.
at all of these images and then output based on that.
Yeah, and yes, I never defined the style. Like yeah, create an image like Picasso or something like that. Does that work?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So from Arsehole, I like stability because I'm lazy bastard with little imagination, so I get to use a base image to start with. And bro, like I tried to do a thumbnail for Uder, so which is a meme coin, and they have like the paper frog plus like Uders from a cause, and fucking OpenAI didn't want to generate that shit because it probably was too sexualized. I said, "What the fuck, man?
Oh man.
Let me create some art in peace."
Yeah, we have some filters on here too. So if you try to type in some sus things, it'll meme you. It'll be like the caught in 4K guy.
Oh,
We'll just try it for the one time. Just type in boobies. Come on, we're all men here. Oh, sorry, that prompt. See what I mean? It'll do that to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so watch out. No, it'll do that on like certain things, like you were saying, like just like random things that it thinks aren't safe for works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, if I want to, okay, so soft version. If I want to enhance my Tinder pictures profile, which model would you use?
Dolly 3, no doubt.
Okay.
Or I would select the Leonardo pixel art, and then I would really kind of fine tune those settings and really figure out, what works, and just kind of keep generating through and see how close you can get to what you want.
Okay. And if I want to start OnlyFans?
You can slide into my DMs and hit me up. I got you.
Fair enough. Bro, like you can build an OnlyFans farm, and that shit would be more profitable than fucking meme coins.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's not my cup of tea. I try to stay away from that side of the internet.
You don't like
Yeah.
money? You don't like money?
I don't think it's that. That money's not the problem there.
Oh, you have ethics? Fuck. That's useless, bro. That doesn't pay the bill.
Nah, it doesn't.
So two pics. Okay, cool. So you can prompt with three different images and it will split. Okay, wait. So that's cool. So you can prompt it with three different images and it will split out like one masterpiece, which is a combination of all three. Yeah, but how do you define what's good on one image and what's not good? Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. especially with this stuff when it's like unpredictable results.
Yeah, 100%. You will have to speak with Saul Tom. Yes, for that one. Yes.
You know what's funny? I did an NFT NYC. I bumped into him and we did speak about that industry for a little bit. That's funny.
Which industry?
The OnlyFans and porn industry.
Okay.
It was an interesting conversation for sure.
Did you learn anything?
I'm gonna say
ideas?
I'm gonna say I didn't, but I don't think I was in the learning mode at the time. Yeah, no, he's cool. He's cool. It was great.
Yeah, that is a great guy. Is he making progress with like the spawn stuff on Soul?
Dude, I have no idea. To be honest with you, we spoke about it for like a couple of seconds. And
yeah.
He said it was going well, so I'm gonna take his word for it and say yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Do you have a redeem code for us?
Looks like I do. Decoders 1234.
Okay.
This is just like he already turned it off. That's wild. Maybe I used it already.
Okay, so sorry guys, we had a promo code, but not anymore. It's gone.
Yeah, nope. My dev's fired. That's okay though. Speaking of devs, Corn Pop is my favorite dev. That's Dupix's question.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, because it's in-house dev, right?
Yes. Yeah. He is an absolute beast. But yeah, since we're not going to be able to, use the redeem code, you can go ahead and
pay.
And pay normally, like a normal human. You can use Sol, USDC. We've got a couple of different tokens.
Nice.
Bonk, Whiff.
And 1,000 Sapphire, how many images is that?
It depends on what generator you're using, but if it's all Dolly 3, I think it's about... Hold on, my math is really not mathing. 50?
Okay.
Could be totally off there.
But every time you originate, because it's based on the token that you use, right? Based on the API that you use.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 24 per generation for Dolly 3.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Can you generate like multiple image at the same time?
You can with multiple tabs open, but right now, no. Okay. We're working on a way for you to like basically type into like a little small bar and be like 5 images, boom.
Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah. How have you been able to adapt as an NFT collection since everyone is so occupied with DeFi currently? Okay.
With stuff like this, this is obviously just like a final product of our full platform, but more specifically, we worked as a dev team over the last like year and a half to really kind of provide those services similar to this. Some of these tools that are down here, building websites, building programs, and other platforms for people. For example, Sleek Geek. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but they worked with Famous Fox, Utes, and basically you could burn one of their NFTs and redeem one of the real life physical things. And we built that entire process. Obviously, like we don't ship it out, but we store all the information for them. So things like that was our main focus, throughout the bear market for TombStoned. And then, ultimately getting into AI and, finding interest in that last year and slowly building a platform up into beta and then realizing like, hey, we really have something here. And, eventually putting it out into something like this.
Nice. Okay. So can I generate all of my thumbnail with Sapphire?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
You could. Okay. Soon you'll be able to like define the aspect ratio of like how big you want the image to be, so it'll look a lot better. But for right now, it's all squares. Okay. So it will work on the timeline.
Can I add an image like exactly on the screen, like the logo, the decoder's logo, or like a PNG or a layout on top of the image generated right away?
Not right away on the platform. Okay. Like I said, we're going to add like the removed background stuff. So you'll be able to add things, cool. Kind of like upload as like a sort of like a mini Photoshop, but not really. We don't want to get too technical into that. Yeah, we want it to be more like grab the image from our platform and go ahead and, run with it.
Makes sense. Okay. So I bought TombStoned NFT for 14 Sol 2 years ago and still holding this gem.
Dude, let's
personally
fucking
find
go.
OG art. Yeah, same
It's so
thing.
wild. People tell me that a lot recently, like especially at these NFT events, the IRL events. I got a lot of it at Art Basel, but more specifically at NFT NYC. Just like a ton of people coming up and being like, "Hey, like I minted or I held and or I still hold." Like I love hearing that. That's such a cool thing to hear, especially just how the market went and everybody's project just kind of going down. Just to have everybody still supporting us and showing love is incredible to me. So, dude, thank you for just holding your NFT and coming up to this space and listening to what I have to say for a little bit.
I mean, like, yeah, you had, yeah, definitely OG collection, and you had like quite a story on chain too. So it's definitely, yeah, deserve your place in the ecosystem. That's for sure.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think so too. I totally agree.
Yeah, and AI in Web3, like it's banger, man. Like there's everything to be done, and all of the tooling and stuff. Like yeah, it's bigger. And having a SaaS as an NFT collection makes sense, right? Because then you have real revenue, and if you find good product market fit, that's dope.
For sure. And
Yeah.
we're not really out there like, searching for clients. We just kind of help out where we can. We've helped out with a couple of different D-Rocks too. So yeah,
Okay.
just like playing our part in the ecosystem. And pretty soon it's going to kind of like shift from developer services to contributing to Solana as a whole and just like open sourcing all of our tools, all of our platforms, everything really. So essentially like if people wanted to, they could take Sapphire and build off of it and, make their own AI platform and totally run with it. That's kind of the direction where we're heading and
Okay.
just want to provide for the ecosystem. It's
That's
going to be
dope.
fun.
And like, who is the best customer persona for Sapphire?
Who's the best
The
customer?
best, yeah, the best customers, like a use case. Do you see like people using it to generate like a entire collection or social post, or like, yeah, what's the best use case for it for the platform?
I think so far, definitely the social posting aspect of it. I see a lot of like GM posts. I think it does a pretty
Nice.
decent job with text. It might mess up a letter or two, but for the most part, yeah, I would say social posting. You don't really see too many people making NFT collections yet. I think most people are just using the minting function as a way to kind of use it or collect these, generations as collectibles. But yeah, as soon as we get like the minting full NFT collections up and running and getting multiple generations going at the same time, I think yeah, we'll absolutely explode on that aspect.
That's cool. That's awesome. Can you be? Do you have like the SPL for features, or is PNFT, CNFTs, and normal, right?
Yes, no SPL 404s. I think if I asked, our dev would probably kill me, and I think he's here now, so we gotta
Oh,
be careful.
okay, fair enough.
No, you're good. He's on the Toon Lives account.
What off-topic question? What did you have for breakfast? What the fuck? Two picks. You had better question before, bro.
Fun fact: I don't eat breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wake up at 2 p.m. Because you slept.
No. Actually, I get up at 6 every morning. I have a puppy. She's a year and a half old, a year and a month.
Jesus.
So yeah, I wake up at 6, take her for a walk, and then I usually just have a cup of coffee, just chill out.
I'm out of question.
That was a good one.
But yeah.
That was good.
Okay. Okay. Coffee's good for breakfast. Fair enough. Nobody told you that it's the most important meal of the day? I think it's bullshit. They say that in France, but it's bullshit, I think. But yeah, whatever.
It's bullshit because in France, don't they eat the biggest meal as lunch?
No, breakfast.
Oh, okay.
They say
I got that
breakfast
fucked
is
up.
the most. Oh, it's me. Yeah, breakfast is the most important meal. But yeah, we eat all the time anyway. So love food. We love food too much. A good food.
Yeah, it just makes me tired in the morning.
Okay. So see, Dupix, you got you got your answer and more details about serve lifestyle. If you have other off-topic questions, do not hesitate. Do you have like any KPIs? Maybe it's too early, right? Because it's not lunch, officially lunch, right?
Do I have any what?
the KPIs of like users using the platform or image generated since the creation?
It's funny you ask. We do have an admin panel, so
Oh,
yes, but users won't be able to see this. I'm not sure if I'm even supposed to be showing this on stream. It may not even be set up for this deployment, but yeah, we will have all of the kind of things set up.
nice.
Total mints, there's definitely more than 32, but things like that, we'll have financial database tools, blockchain tools,
Damn, that's
reports.
cool.
Yeah, we'll have it all set up on that end. So
Okay,
as soon as things get launched, yeah, we'll probably put out some pretty cool
nice.
stats.
Dude, you're gonna do my taxes.
I mean, if you put them out on put some
Yeah,
NFT collections out on Sapphire, absolutely, we got you. We got you.
that's dope. And do you have any like go-to-market strategy, like any plans to capture not market share, but like what's the plan? How are you going to grow?
So we were gonna just launch with all these cool features, but Solana obviously made it harder and got really congested. So we decided as a community, we put it up to a joints vote, and the community decided that we just kind of hold off and wait until that Solana congestion is at least over 75% transaction success. So right now we're just kind of holding off, but when we do, we'll do a little marketing campaign to get things
Right.
going. We've also got up here, we've got some featured artists kind of already up and running, but we've got a whole different group chat set up and ready to go with other people that have been putting out some cool AI art from Sapphire and giving us their information so we can put up, their really cool generations that they make and share them on the timeline and do some other cool stuff. One part that I can't really show because it's not up yet is auctions. So when you do
Oh,
create these really cool generations and
that's cool.
make them mintable, you can also go ahead and just auction it off. So you'll be able to
Okay, that's dope.
spend Sol and just participate in these auctions. And once Solana chills out, we'll be able to deploy that contract and it'll be good to go.
That's a cool features because you can spend your day like that's a nice way to reward good prompt engineers.
Exactly. Like if you really want to spend your time like
That's dope.
fine tuning and making a collection or like kind of developing a style and other people like it, similar to like these popular generations that are getting a lot of likes, you can go ahead and auction your stuff and other people are going to, bid on that. And maybe you do collect a couple of Sol or 100 Sol or 1,000 Sol, who knows?
Damn, that's cool. That's nice. That's a must to have, bro. That's exciting.
Of
Nice.
course, you can go through and, edit your profile and everything. It's just a Sapphire account. I don't think I have any socials
Yeah.
linked. Oh, I do. I do have my Discord and my X.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can link everything, your wallets, all that fun stuff.
Nice. That's dope. Good job, bro.
I appreciate it.
How long have you been? Sorry.
Bless you. Bless you. I almost pre-fired that. Bless you. Oh my God.
How long have you been working on it? Oh, it's coming back.
Another one? Another one? I got you. Nice DGOT shirt, by the way. I just noticed it.
Okay. How long time have you been working on the platform? Okay, it's good.
So about a year, I would say. Last summer,
Jesus.
we first showcased it at FX Summit, which was like a trading show in Miami, and we just brought it along and kind of pulled it up on my laptop and let people play around with it, and we kind of like looked at each other and we were like, oh shit, like this is kind of like a hot item here. So we
That's cool.
put it out for our community to use and kind of give feedback on it over those last year, and over time we slowly built it and developed it and took feedback and kind of just built it into this really cool platform.
That's dope. Good job. And good job to Dave if you're watching the streams. Good job. Good job to you.
Yeah, shout out to Corn Pop and Ancient.
Corn
Those
Pop,
guys
yes.
are the masterminds behind this.
Nice. But like, you will be the leader that will take Sapphires to the top, bro. They can't do it without.
Absolutely. That's true. That's true. I'm just I'll just be the leader and they can be the devs because I don't know anything about what they're doing, man. It's pretty crazy. Some of the stuff that they pull off, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, and are you going to also integrate like more models?
Yeah, we want to, and of course, like you
Mm.
mentioned, Sora, we're
Yeah.
kind of just like always scoping out these APIs that are public, and even reaching out and asking for some private APIs too. So, yeah, you can
Cool.
expect some more later on. We just aren't sure what they're going to be, but we're always looking out for them.
Bro, if you can prompt Sora via Sapphire,
That's what I'm saying. That would be crazy.
that's insane.
Yeah, so we're looking on that end, yeah, for some video generation. I think music generation too, but that gets a little sketchy because some of the models are trained on like artist music rather than like
Yeah, for
free
that.
images available to the public. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, all of the images are
Oh
like
yeah.
not coming from Google search engine. Of course.
Stock image is sweating over
Uh,
there. They're going out
uh,
of business.
bro, like the on Adobe, yeah, stock images. Now you have like a tag, image generate, AI generated. I don't give a shit. Just give me the best pictures for my B-roll, and that's it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I mean. Like,
That's
I don't want to wait super long to get a really cool image. If I can make it in 30 seconds and make it exactly the way that I want it,
exactly.
then I'm going to do that. And then the same thing, like if I'm like a viewer seeing the decoders thumbnails, like today, like
Mm,
obviously I'm a little bit biased with the green skeleton, but that kind of stuff is great. And you can just kind of
yeah.
put it out. And for the most part, people aren't really going to be like, oh, that's AI image. Like, no,
Yeah.
their attention span's a minuscule
Exactly.
fraction of a second. So they're going
Yeah.
to scroll through, look at that, and be like, that's cool. Let me click.
Exactly. No, exactly. Like, and the fact that it's AI and people don't like it, they will get triggered and they will click more.
Yeah, actually, that's such a
Yeah.
good point, too. Like the controversy and the haters just make
Exactly.
it blow up even more.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I think in the next few days I will try to put a thumbnail, but like reverse it, like the top to bottom, so it will be like a brain break. What the fuck is that reverse? I want to try that. I want to try that to see what goes.
You should.
Uh,
You should.
why do you think the TombStoned community is so strong? Oh, bro, that's sick.
Oh yeah, this came out really cool. Good question. Just
Yeah,
because yeah, we do show up on the timeline pretty fucking strong all the time, even like 2 years later. But to answer the question, I think it was mainly because we didn't ever really step away as a team. We always kind of just like hunkered down with the community and got in the trenches in the mud with them when things were really bad. And then we were always just showing them like, hey, like we're obviously still working on TombStoned and we're providing for other projects as well, and working on the beta of Sapphire. So it was more or less just like really getting close with our community and leaning on them and finding motivation through them, which really kind of like showed them like, okay, like if we show up, they'll keep doing really cool stuff. So yeah, it really kind of just like nurtured this really great community and really strong people and great people too. Like I can't talk enough about how awesome our community is, especially in the higher council. Those guys are great.
nice. And do you have like a version of the collection AI generated?
Of TombStoned?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Cool, cool.
We've been exploring the thought at the
I,
moment.
I like this thought. It's a good thought, and it's good for marketing too.
I agree. We've been, like I said, we have like a pretty big group chat of featured artists. So
Nice.
we've been talking to them and kind of bouncing the idea off of them a little bit. But for the most part, no, not right now. Don't expect any like TombStoned art upgrade, but maybe later on in the future. Yeah,
You can do a downgrade. It's hype.
yeah, it might be the way to go. I think that will send floor price right to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. I can just like even like like not even art upgrade per se on the metadata, but just like your image AI generated as like as a down label version of the PFP. That's it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Without,
And we actually had like somebody do it on the timeline recently, but
mm,
yeah, we could easily just like add it into the metadata. That's sort of like how the skeletons work now. So if anybody doesn't know, you can resurrect your skeleton and then it'll go back to the OG form or the new form, and you can swap between them at any time. So it would really be as simple as just adding in a new image of your PFP.
yeah.
That's the AI generation.
Yeah, that's dope. Are you going to have like female skeleton?
Oh no, definitely not. That I'm gonna shut that down right now, Vince. No, we got that question a lot, like kind of
Yeah.
early and midway through. I think that's just like I don't know. People saw like the girl D goddesses and like I don't even know, man. It was a weird time. D-gens are weird.
Yeah, like it's kinky, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
mean. Like these guys, they got to get out and touch some grass or some ass. Either one. I'm not sure.
yeah,
Both.
yeah, both exactly both. But I don't know if it's at the same time. But yeah, whatever. Anything else that with you want to mention? Yes. See, our soul has some good ideas. Skeletons.
Arse, I'm also going to shut that down. You're also banned from Discord for that comment. Thank you.
You have to do
Nah,
what
no.
the community wants, bro.
Oh yeah, this is
The
true. You know what?
community
We're
is
actually
talking.
yeah, we're gonna add up some more proposals for joints. Vince, if you don't know, we recently added joints as a governance token, so we're gonna be doing proposals. The first one got over like 1 million joints and 1 million votes, which was fucking crazy. But 3 more are coming out this week. It looks like skeleton tits is getting added to that. So if the community wants it, we got it.
Nice. That's what's up. And by the way, if you want more joints, go to the Decoders Marketplace because I put my bag in there. You can win it 45,000 joints.
Let's go.
And I'm going to drop the link. But yeah, that's the only deal because I kind of paused all of the other one. If it fails, try again.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay. I'm feeling congested, bro. It's too long, but yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You just got to keep trying. Hope
Yeah,
it lands.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
been getting
just
better
wait.
though. Last like day, it's been a little bit better.
Yeah. I can't do whatever the fuck I want on Solana. Like, I try to move some, like, sending from one wallet to another, it's kind of okay, but like, I still have some wormhole to claim. I have some Shaki to update, so Shacks to update, to upgrade. Transactions not going through. So I'm a bit of front end issue, but yeah, still not working. Whatever.
It'll get better. It'll get better.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Yes. Soon enough. It's been 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but
Yeah.
soon we're close. We're close.
Yeah, we need Mer to code faster.
Yeah, just code faster, Mert. Come on.
Yeah, pass the unit tests. But okay, so did I forget any other features, killer features that you have on the app?
I don't think so at the moment. I probably skipped over a bunch, but I think that's all I have for today. That was
Awesome.
pretty cool. I wish I could show like some of the auctions and like the blockchain capabilities, but yeah, minting's just not working. Solana sucks at the moment.
Yeah, bro, if you can create like a AI artists community on Soul, that would be a banger.
That's sort of what we're going for here. And anybody can be a featured artist too. Like
Exactly.
if you know, go ahead and make a bunch of generations and one of them gets popular, you know, we'll go ahead and feature you and kind of get you out there.
That's why it's a fucking good tools because now everyone, if you have taste, you don't need to learn like 10 years of Illustrator and how to handle a pen. You have to learn how to prompt, and I'm pretty sure it's easier than fucking draw. So you make art accessible, the creation of art accessible to fucking everyone. That's
To everyone.
powerful.
And then integrate blockchain capabilities
Yeah.
with Web3 payments. I think we've got something pretty cool here. I'm excited.
Is there even like a way to use blockchain to even have like a content ID that say, okay, this is AI generated, but also this is that artist, and we know that this image is from that artist because it's in the metadata of the NFTs, image, whatever, right?
Yeah. So I'll just kind of quickly show that really quick. Within the wallet, I think on the test generation that I did before. Yeah, it'll show who it was generated by.
Yeah.
So it'll just show the wallet, but of course, like when we do the collection management and edit NFTs, that'll be in there. So you can just like add, your artist name or your project's name, whoever it may be.
This is awesome. This is pretty cool. Who's the mint authority? Is that the wallet or is that like Sapphire wallet?
It'll be your wallet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So.
Whoever is like creating the mint. So when you go to my generations, and then once it's public, go to mint generation, and when I make this the collection NFT, it'll be under my wallet that I have signed in.
Okay, so yeah, there's no update authority from Sapphire itself whatsoever, right?
No, sir. Fully decentralized.
Boom.
Same thing with the images that I kind of mentioned earlier. We don't have any of them. They don't save on our end. We don't see what you produce. It all gets stored on chain.
Yeah, a lot of 1%. That's awesome. I love it. It's cool. You have something, bro. Like 100%.
I appreciate it, dude. I'm excited about it. It's been a long time coming, and just the way that the market, or not really the market, just like the blockchain's been. I'm even more excited to get it out, just so everybody can finally use it.
Nice. And do you have an ETA? Just waiting for Solana, right?
Just waiting for Solana. Yeah, just kind of waiting for like consecutive days of solid transactions. Yeah, just because, man, like user experience is such a big part of a product launch, and we don't
100%.
want it to be, just telling people, oh, try again. No, we want it to be flawless, and it is up until the point of Solana's just bottlenecking.
Yeah,
but it'll get fixed, and I think we'll be smart about the launch timing for sure.
Yeah, awesome. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up because that was a nice demo, and I think like the community has a good idea of what the whole tool is now. So yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm finished up here, man.
Awesome. Everyone, I guess. Can they try Sapphire right now? Is that open beta?
It is app.sappiretool.io. Can I type in the chat? How do I type here?
You should be able, and if not, you can send it to me in private chat, and I will drop it in the chat.
Gotcha. Make sure I spell it right. Didn't spell it right. Look at that. And then that's going to be a little bit different than the version I just showed, but it should be the live beta version.
Nice.
And this version that I did show will be live whenever we launch.
Awesome. And yes, can we have a code?
Yeah. Actually, let me get you one set up, since I think what I did is he set me up like a one-time code for the demo, and I tested it before. Whoops. But yeah, I'll set you one up, and then additionally,
nice.
I want to set you and decoders up with a bunch of codes too, so your community can come in, grab some credits, get some sapphires, and start generating some images, man.
Awesome. So let's do that. Yeah, we'll put that on the marketplace.
Let's go. Awesome. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sov. Thank you for your time. Again, great product. Congrats to the dev. Everyone, follow Sov, follow TombStoned, buy a TombStoned, because it's a good community, nice community, and you want to use AI anyway. So yeah, just do it. Just press the buy button. NFT are dead anyway, so it makes sense to have a skeleton in your bag.
Exactly. Buy a dead NFT. Come on.
Exactly. Bro, that's a good tweet.
Oh, I think I've tweeted that like twice this month already. I'm always on that. That's funny. But yeah, awesome. Man, I appreciate you having me. It was awesome to come back up here and show Sapphire off in like the current state, and hopefully I can come back once everything's launched and settled and show it off again. Maybe we'll do like a little Sapphire workshop or something.
So auctions, we can live auction, we can create auctions.
We can do a live stream auction. That'd be fun.
Now we're looks talking. Like we have a search show together, bro.
Looks like it. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. We have streams right now, a bit late, with Sean and Jazz for the deep dive with Sean, content creators. So yeah, just don't move too far, because don't move. Come back on the channel right away, because we're going live again. So again, thank you so much for your time. We will see you on the timeline with those pretty AI generated image, and that's cool. And yeah, I want to switch to Sapphire. So let's talk how we can make that possible.
Cool. Absolutely.
Cool.
Thanks again for having me, man. This was
Thank you so
awesome.
much. Thank you, everyone. Follow everything. I'm turning off the video anyway, so you will know exactly what to do. See you, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
And that's a wrap. To enjoy the live stream. We'll see you in the next one. But before that, make sure to subscribe, like, and share the video.